Mitochondria, the power plants of human longevity. Mitochondria are specialized structures found in nearly every cell of the human body. Often called the powerhouses of the cell, their primary job is to take in nutrients from the food you eat and combine them with oxygen to produce ADP, or adenosine triphosphate. ADP is the universal energy currency that fuels every biological process, from your heartbeat to the repair of your DNA. Most people think of aging as an outward change, wrinkles, gray hair, or a loss of physical speed. But the truth is, aging is an energy crisis happening at the microscopic level. To understand how to stay young, vibrant, and disease-free, you have to look past the surface. You have to understand the source of your internal electricity, the mitochondria. If you want to master the science of longevity, you must master the microscopic power plants that run your entire biological system. Imagine your body is a massive, high-tech city. Your cells are the individual buildings, and your DNA is the central library of blueprints. But the mitochondria? They are the power plants. They are responsible for creating over 90% of the energy your body needs to survive every single second. Without them, the lights go out, the cellular repair crews stop working, and the city begins to slowly crumble. At its core, the biological process of aging is simply the gradual, systemic failure of these cellular power plants. Mitochondria are truly unique within the human body. They are the only part of your cell that contains its own separate DNA, which is inherited strictly from your mother. Modern science suggests they were once entirely independent bacteria that teamed up with our evolutionary ancestors billions of years ago. This ancient partnership is what allowed complex life to exist in the first place. But this partnership comes with a heavy physical cost. Because mitochondria are the primary site of energy production, they are also the site of massive metabolic exhaust. As they generate ADP, they produce a highly volatile byproduct called free radicals. Think of this like the toxic smoke coming out of a coal power plant. In a young, healthy body, the mitochondria are incredibly efficient, clean, and produce very little smoke. But as we accumulate environmental damage over time, these power plants become compromised. They start leaking. This metabolic smoke begins to damage the very cell they are supposed to be powering, creating a state of chronic cellular stress. This is what scientists call the oxidative stress theory of aging. It is a vicious, accelerating cycle. The more the power plant leaks, the more it damages its own delicate membrane, and the less energy it can produce for the rest of your body. Why is this energy production line the ultimate foundation of longevity? Because energy is the literal currency of cellular repair. When your mitochondrial function begins to decline, your body is forced to make a series of emergency biological budget cuts. It completely stops prioritizing long-term maintenance, like actively repairing your DNA or cleaning up mutated proteins. Instead, it shifts all remaining power to focus only on immediate, short-term survival. This is the exact moment when the classic signs of aging begin to accelerate. Your metabolism plummets, brain fog sets in, and chronic fatigue becomes your daily reality. However, the modern science of 2026 has revealed something absolutely incredible. Mitochondrial decline is not a one-way street. Through a biological process called mitochondrial biogenesis, your body can actually grow entirely new, pristine power plants from scratch. Furthermore, through a cellular quality control mechanism called mitophagy, your body can actively identify the damaged, leaky mitochondria, tear them down, and recycle them into fresh raw materials. Aging, when viewed through this lens, is essentially a cellular brownout. But by deeply understanding how to fuel these tiny power plants correctly, and how to trigger the natural cleanup of the old, failing ones, we can maintain the high-energy state of a much younger person. If you can keep the internal lights on and the power flowing at maximum capacity, the cellular repair crews can keep working to protect your body indefinitely. The ultimate secret to expanding your health span is keeping your internal power plants running at absolute peak efficiency. The more energy you have at a cellular level, the more life you can experience at an organism level. This is the engine of life,